All right, everybody, we're here with Chef Joe Shaw from the Standard at the Smith House in downtown Nashville. Can I have a few minutes here with Joe just to talk about some food, his experience, and things like that. So, Joe, thanks for joining us. Nice to have you with us. All right. Tell us a little bit about your food. I had lunch here again today. It's a combination of, and I don't really know how you do it. I know it's simple, relatively, but it's not at the same time. So, what can you give us a secret?
There's two different questions there, really, because my food, I say, is regional contemporary. It's Southern food, sort of in a style that is that people have come accustomed to in the last 10 years dining in the United States. Longer than 10 years in some places, at least in the South. The other thing about the other part of that question, the misnomer that simple food is easy, is that's really, that tears at the heart of what we do. Slow food, simple food. You search for the finest ingredients. You stay seasonal. You try to stay local as much as possible. And then you let the ingredients speak for themselves. You treat them with respect. And I have always said, when I'm doing my best work, I'm not doing anything to the food. I'm peeling away layers to let the food show its best.
And I think that's the beauty of it, is that you really, in having had some trout with green beans and red potatoes and carrots today, and it was amazing how you go to a lot of restaurants of all levels and you get such complex stuff going on, and this was just amazingly, you got the greatest taste of each thing, and it was delicious.
Well, thanks. Then that was a success. I still remember the best meal that I've ever had. Was just happened to get in under the wire for a late lunch at Shapening in Berkeley, and my meal was pan-fried sand dogs with a little French tartar sauce, some sautéed spinach and leeks, and red creamer potatoes, and certainly nothing fancy, nothing special, but everything was perfectly cooked and perfectly executed, and it couldn't have been a better meal. So that's where we like to come from. That's what we're doing.
So, talking to a lot of folks lately, that's become, I think, the key to a good restaurant and just, good community service is to shop with local produce and farmers and everybody.
Well, we do our best. Certainly there are areas of the coast in the south and out west that have a longer season for some things, and most things they're even grown 2 or 3 times a year. But we, there are certainly, I'll say for instance, corn is probably not in season right now, but it's still something I think we think of in the South as being a fall crop. And we haven't really changed to our winter menu yet. Probably won't do that until January. But we're doing a lot more with root vegetables, autumn vegetables, the squash, hard squash, and there's no tomatoes on the menu anymore. Certainly, basil's gone, tomatoes are gone, eggplant's gone.
Are you still able to find any fresh vegetables this time of season?
They're out there. California crops, Mexican crops, you can certainly get a very high quality. It's just that they're not really grown locally and they're not in season. Like I said, we still, as a matter of fact, Randy Barnes from the farmers market was here this morning with the delivery. So there are still things coming in: apples, greens, turnips, rutabagas, potatoes, things like that.